everyone, I am Kashefa Royalty and welcome to the second part of this video on how to make a dress with a front twist. Please, if you have not watched the first part of this video, I will encourage you to do, because in that video I actually explained the different designs or variation of a twist dress and how to achieve some of those designs. But since I cannot make all the designs in this video, I will show you how to make what I consider to be the most important and the most trendy design of all the different types of the twist dress. So yes, let's get started. Alright, so this is what I have, and I have decided to illustrate just one variation of the twist dress. Now I will be illustrating the one that has an overlap on the center front. So you're gonna extend your waistline by probably 1 or 1.5 inches. I think 1.5 inches is fine. So for my center front, I'll add 1.5 inches extension. I will be making use of a plunging neckline that enters here. Now you can decide to make it a straight plunging neckline, you know, just a straight V like so, or you can decide to just make something a little curvy then straight down, depending on what you want to achieve. If you don't want it to be so opened, you can just decide to go with something like this, or if you want it to be very open, you can just go with the straight line. Now, and from the hem, this is just a short block. If you are making your own longer, it's fine. You can decide to just bring it down straight, or you can decide to enter into the block. So I think I want it opened. So from the original center front line, you can go in as much as 1, 2, 3 or 4 inches, but I think probably 2 inches will just be fine for me. I'm not measuring, this is just for illustration, so I will just draw like I want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut out. Now this is my desired neckline. If you want to do a neck tightening of about ½ inch, it's fine. If you want to, just to avoid gaping, you can just close the dart. Now what I'm going to do now is to draw my style line. Now the style line I will be drawing will be from the waist position here, and I'm going to draw as many style lines as I want. Now I have drawn just 2 style lines. Now to the lower part, I have here one, and you have to ensure that one style line touches the apex of the dart here. Likewise for the upper part here, I have a style line that will touch where all my darts connect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to slash. Now I'm going to slash the lower one first. I'm going to cut on the waistline, but I will not cut through. Then I will slash the second style line to the tip of the dart. I will stop. What I want to do now is I want to close the lower dart. When I close it this way, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to draw as many style lines. You can add more style lines from here. Remember, this dot here is the radiating point. So I think I will just put one more style line. This is what I have. Yeah. Now for the upper part, I'm sorry, I'm just turning and turning. This is what I have here. Now for the upper part as well, the first thing I'm going to do is just to cut on that style line that goes to the dart, and I'm going to add one more style line. That will be all. So first things first. Now when you cut the apex and you close all your darts, transferring all the dart into this position here. Now with the dart closed, you can decide to cut one more style line. Sorry about that. You can just decide to cut one more, and you can decide to even add one more from here, depending on what you want. So I have all of this. Now for this here, I can decide to just cut through my waist. I have here the lower part and the upper part. What I'm going to do now is to place the lower part and the upper part on another piece of paper. I have here a pattern paper from my previous project. I'm going to do nice. I'm going to place the skirt pattern onto my pattern paper, and I'm going to spread open, and I'm going to tape it down. Spread open, and now the more you spread, the more fullness you would have. So I have here my pattern. I'll be placing it on another piece of pattern paper now, but what I did was I was not supposed to break the waist, so I just had to like tape it back, you know. So I have this, and you have to be careful that you don't lose your pattern. What I'm going to do first is just to tape it down. And this is what I have here. Now after taping down, you can, before you tape down, you can just spread as much as you can. Now for the other edges as well, when we are at the side here, just tape down the necessary parts like so. So is what I have. Lifting into the camera, you can see what I have here, and this is the side, and this is the side for the skirt portion. This is what I have here. What I'm just going to do now is I'm going to take my long ruler. I will be connecting the first part here to the last part with a straight ruler like so. So this is all that important. Now remember, for the neck region, you can decide to finish it up with a bias strip or a facing. Now if you want to have a facing, you just have to mark 2 inches following the shape of what you have, you know, just 2 inches. But this is not compulsory. If you want it, you can add it. This is just for your faces. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut it out, and I'll place it on my fabric just for illustration's sake. I have here my pattern on fabric. I have cut it out. This is what I have here. Please, when you are cutting out, ensure you make use of lightweight fabric. Lightweight, don't use Ankara fabric, please, it will not work. But one thing you have to note is you have to note here, which is the side, and here, which is the waist point here. So you have to know this place. So when I'm removing this here, I have my side, my armhole, my shoulder slope, and my neckline. When I turn this for the left, I have for the left, and I also have here for the right. So I have here my left and my right side. It can be a little bit confusing, but then remember, you have to indicate or notch the side. So for this other side as well, this is it. I'm going to notch it. Now what I'm going to do next is remember, this is the side, the armhole, the shoulder, so the neckline like that. I'm going to sew here and here. I'm going to close it like so. Now one notch to the other notch, and I'm going to sew it up, but then I'm going to leave about 1 or 1.5 inch. But since it's just for illustration, I'm not going to sew it anyway. I'm not going to use a pin to just hold it down, leaving a little bit of space here. So when I open it up, I'm going to have something like this. Now for this other side, this is the shoulder slope, the armhole, and the side. Now these are the 2 notches. I'm going to pick the shoulder slope, and I'm going to put it inside this hole, and I put it out at the other end like so. This is what I have here. But then I need to place it back on the table. This is 1 notch here. I need the other notch to come out from this side. So I'm just going to look for the notch, and it is right here. So this one goes up here. This notch and this notch here should align like so. What I'm going to do is, see, my 2 notches are here. I'm going to flip it over notch to notch, and I'm going to sew it at the other side. But since I'm not sewing this, I'm not going to use a pin to hold it like so. So I'm going to have something like this. I have my neckline, my shoulder slope, my side. My back pattern remains unchanged, and this is what I have. Don't you like it? It's looking so cute. Thank Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.